Now here's a message: keep the duvets on and don't pack away the heaters just yet. Metservice is warning spring has had a false start and New Zealanders should brace for a wintry blast from tomorrow. The South Island will see snow, rain and lots of cold wind late on Tuesday and into Wednesday. But the North Island will also feel the bite of the cold with a high of 13 in most areas and a chance of hail. I spoke to Metservice meteorologist Georgina Griffiths, who says there will be driving hazards and, in parts, some problems for farmers whose plants are budding.
We're just starting to see the start of the cold air get into Southland at the moment. It's still about 8 degrees at Invercargill, so it's not really in yet. But we do have heavy rain watches and heavy snow watches for a number of places. But really, it's at the end of Tuesday and into early Wednesday that we see progressively colder air come up and over New Zealand, and we're expecting that snow level to really lower over the lower south and severe gales over the lower south, places like southern Southland, closer to Dunedin and Otago from Tuesday afternoon into Wednesday. So really it's just snow showers today and tonight and in the early hours of Tuesday for the high country above 400 metres, places like the Canterbury Plains or high country south of the river, Rangitata River, and for inland and northern Otago. But above 400 metres, quite high elevation snow showers in the current load of watches and warnings. Watches. Once we hit Tuesday night and into early Wednesday, we're going to have a repeat batch of heavy rain and snow watches or warnings down in the far south, and very likely a severe southwest gale warning over the far southeast of the country. And the key thing around this is that it's not a great time of year for the farming community, with that wind chill, that blizzard-like conditions Tuesday night into Wednesday. So from a stock point of view and a driving point of view, pretty hazardous from more or less tonight and especially Tuesday night and into Wednesday in the far south of the country.
Right, well, that's
so
a good warning, Georgina, I suppose, because I think last time we had that cold snap, we had all those lambs that died. So I guess there's a bit of warning there for people to get them under cover.
Oh, well, we had great big warnings for snow, and they were warnings, not just watches last time. Now, this is a very different snow event, actually. Last time we were going for a lot of snow, depth of snow, and at low elevations. This one is just showery, but it's the wind chill that we really expect. For example, I'll give you an idea, expected snow at Queenstown Airport and lots of it last time. Places like the Crown Range Road, we were putting in warnings for 45 centimetres of snow. This time we're going for 2 to 5 centimetres overnight, for example, at the Crown Range Road, and nothing, and maybe a couple of mixed snow flurry and growlpours at Queenstown Airport overnight. So quite a different beast. This is a cold air outbreak, and the key thing for people to understand is that progressively gets colder as we move through Tuesday and into Wednesday morning. And I just advise people to keep up with the watches and warnings for wind, and that wind chill is a really large factor in the lower south. And of course it actually is a cold week overall for the rest of the country. Once that southwesterly comes all the way up the country by end of play tomorrow, in fact even places like Auckland, extremely windy for us, very windy around this, elevated parts of the central North Island as well. Even have a road snow warning in force for the desert road. Just talking a couple of centimetres through until Tuesday afternoon, but enough to impact even the North Island. So,
right. And Georgina, what sort of temperatures are we talking there? Sorry, there's lots of wind, even for the North Island, bit of snow on the desert road. How cold will it be?
Well, it depends on where you are, of course. I'm just looking for lovely places like Wellington will have, an air temperature into Tuesday and Wednesday, a maximum temperature of maybe 9 or 10, but with the wind chill it will feel much colder. When you're talking down south, I'd say we have 4 or 5, but with that wind chill, places like Invercargill and Southland might have a near zero wind chill Tuesday afternoon and evening. So we're really going to drop the temperature, and it will feel much colder than it actually is with that wind chill tomorrow and into early Wednesday. So you can always have a look at the app and see what the feels like temperature it looks like, and it's going to be pretty cold nationally, a high of 13 or 14 for many North Island places. So that's pretty unusual for late September. Not record probably, but pretty unusual. Might be in that coldest few days that we would have, handful of few days for late September, even for places like Auckland.
Wow. So don't pack the duvets away yet?
No, spring has had a false start. It's a good way to sell it, I guess. And you know, it is a cold week. We do see an improvement, though. Thursday and Friday see a ridge start moving in. And for the growers around, particularly those with bud break going on, and it's a really mission-critical time of year for the horticulturists around New Zealand, we're actually expecting a risk of frost but inland areas and many areas across the country Thursday morning and again Friday morning. So, yeah, as soon as we lose the wind and that goes away on Thursday and into Friday, we start seeing the risk of frost pop up. So, right. Yeah, just pay attention if you're growing or if you're farming in New Zealand this week.